gotta stay together. to make the best of every day, living by their own philosophy. Everyone beneath the sun must find a way, but I have found the only way for me. I don't believe in fretting and grieving. Why mess around with strife? I never was cut out to step and strut out. Give me the simple life. Some find it pleasant, dining on pheasant. That stuff rolls off my knife. Just serve me tomatoes and mashed potatoes. Give me the simple life. Cottage small is all I'm after, not one that's spacious and wide. A home that rings with joy and laughter, and the ones you love inside. Some like the high road, I like the low road, free from the stress and strife. Sounds corny and seedy, but yes indeedy, give me the simple life. The dawn when I awaken, the sky is clear up above. I like my scrambled eggs and bacon, served by someone that I love. Oh, life could be thrilling with one who's willing to have that laid-back life. Call me corny and seedy, yes indeedy, give me the simple life. Give me the simple life. Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, and welcome to our service. Now would be a good time to mention, if you have a cell phone, to please put that on silence. And could somebody close those side doors? It's just kind of noisy in here. Thank you so much. Sometimes the hall noise comes in. Let's stand and affirm in song what we know to be true. God is good and all is well. What a wonderful morning, beyond compare. Found in a world where many miracles abound. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed and whole. I know that God is good and all is well. In the garden of my soul, I am happy, healed and whole. I know that God is good and all is well.
Well, I just lost my phone and found it, so I'm already excited. Welcome to Unity of Bon Air, where we live and express unconditional love and grow together in peace and prosperity. My name is Reverend Patty, and I have the joy of serving as the minister here along with all of you. The only difference is I get a paycheck. And we appreciate all the love and light sitting in here and joining us online. Whether this is your first time or your 100th time joining us, either in person or online, we are grateful for your presence and participation as we share this special time together. We have come together as part of love's divine purpose that calls each of us forth to celebrate the connection we all share through the holy presence within and all around us that we call God. In this spirit of community, we enfold in light and love all religious and spiritual gatherings and all people everywhere. We especially welcome any of you who are here for the first time. And if you're in the room, please raise your hand and you'll get a special welcome packet. And we invite you to join us for fellowship coffee. Today we're having a meeting right at noon, so it's going to be a quick fellowship coffee. And if you're with us online, be sure to check out our website at unitybonnier.org to see all the events that are happening. Oh, so we have a real quick joke today. So this teenage girl is, falling in love. She brings the young man home to meet her parents, and they're not real crazy about his hair, his tattoo, his piercings. And later in the day, the mother says to the daughter, "Well, honey, we're not sure this is a really good guy for you." And she goes, "Oh, don't worry. Why else would he be doing 500 hours of community service?" Oh, Lordy. Okay, let's take a breath. Just allow ourselves to be present, relaxing our bodies, relaxing that busy monkey mind and going down into our heart center. We just take another deep breath and become aware that in this space, in this heart center space, we feel the power and the presence of the love that is living and breathing and expressing through each one of us. As we breathe in again, we just consciously open our hearts to receive today and to pour forth into this room the power of our own love, and to allow this love to make this sacred container for all of us. And into this sacred container, we bring all those who are members of our church that are going through assorted things. And we have one of them with us. John Rayfield is healing from shoulder surgery. And welcome, John. We're glad you're on the mend. And we hold Zeta and Manny and Dottie, Cheryl Phillips, Star, the Raskowski's family, and we send a special blessing on the newest member of the family who was born last Wednesday, whose name is Xavier and is going to be called Ziggy. So we just hold in gratitude and joy that he and his mama are both healthy. Now, if there is someone in your personal field of friends and families that you would like to include in this prayer, I invite you to say their name out loud or silently. We include Susan and Conway. We include all those whose names are in our prayer box today. And we just keep expanding our circle out into beyond these walls, into our city and our state and our country, into all the countries of the world. We especially hold the Middle East in our hearts. And we know that there can be a path to peace for them, and we hold that. And we include all those who are political leaders around the world, that their hearts might be tuned to this divine presence within them that is only filled with love and compassion for those over who they see and have the ability to create better conditions. Just a heart full of love. And we want to include all our world's children. We just think of these beautiful little faces, these eyes full of innocence and joy, and we see for each one of them a good home, a healthy home, food, and the kind of environment that allows them to grow up to be exactly who they are and who God is calling them to be. And before we close, we allow ourselves to think of several blessings for which we are grateful, and we just play them across the screen of our mind, and just as we do that, we say, thank you, thank you. And we are grateful for the beautiful day we had here yesterday with all the animals and people and showers of love and blessings. And we close with our usual mantra, which is, I am grateful, and we say this 3 times together. Please join me. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And let's have our statement of truth, and we affirm together what we believe. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe and in my life, God the omnipotent good. We turn it over to our music team for the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. And let's remain standing as we sing our congregational. Yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, in my heart I will agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. I say yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, in my whole heart I'll agree, and my gonna take it up now. Woo! Yes, Lord, yes, to your will and to your way. I say yes, Lord, yes, I will trust you and obey. When your spirit speaks to me, in my whole heart I'll agree, and my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. And my answer will be yes, Lord, yes. Yeah. Please be seated.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Reverend Lisa Marks, and I am on the board here and also a prayer chaplain and leading one of our groups, our book groups, the Fifth Agreement, which has been great. And that's what we're going to start with our transformational opportunities. Our fall book study, the Fifth Agreement, is entering week 5. Patty will share ideas from the book during her messages over the next few weeks. Stop by our bookstore to get your copy of the book and join in. It's a really good read. It's very thought-provoking. We have our next Unity and Community meeting today. Enjoy Fellowship Coffee Express, and then come back here for church information and updates. Like, what, you've got 5 minutes. We'll also be taking a survey and look forward to your input. See you at noon. And I'm going to invite Susan Green to come up and talk about the treasures. Yes.
First, I'd like to say thank you to all the treasures who showed up here yesterday and prior to yesterday to get us set up for the pet blessing that we had. It was a wonderful time, it was had by all, and we had people who made cookies for us and brought bottled water and dog treats, and people who did photography, and people who blessed animals, and people who volunteered. There were just people. If you had anything to do with yesterday, please stand up and let us thank you. All of the donations that were received yesterday, it was all on a love offering basis, and all was given to Richmond, is being given to Richmond Animal League, or RAL, as some of you know better. They were here yesterday too. They brought Boo with them, and he had his collar on that said, "Adopt me," and he also got a blessing. So I know that's going to happen really soon. So far, we have raised about $325. This morning, you have an opportunity to contribute some more, although you can have all the cookies you want, just have them. We have a basket there because we have lots of these amazing cookies left. They're packaged up. You don't even have to eat them during Fellowship Express. You can take them with you. And if you even put a quarter in the basket, Boo at RAL will appreciate you. So think about that when you go to Fellowship. The attic sale is still on this morning. I will be available for up to 30 minutes after the community meeting. Get your coffee, your food, go peruse. The point now is for you to take them. That's the point. Just pick something up and take it with you. Except for our set of 4 mid-century modern wooden chairs out there, there's not a price on anything. Take it. You can go home, go on the internet if you want, and make a love offering at Unity Bon Air Giving. Just look for the thing that says attic sale, and all of the proceeds are going to our CARES team. Howard and I only have a little small pickup truck, so we need you to take things away so we don't have so many trips to make to the restore with what's left over. So go shopping. Thank you.
Okay, so while we're calling people up, I'm going to call Amy to come and talk about Boo and Stew.
Well, actually, Amy asked me to step into character today. Peter Pan, I am Peter Pan, and Amy happened to be the same age. born in 1953. I know a place where dreams are born and time is never planned. It's not on any chart, but you find it with your heart. Boo and Stew Land. I am meant to be inspiration today. Full of gratitude, and I'll make this short. Thank you, everyone that's already contributed. Next week is Boo and Stew. We've been waiting for a long time. We're going to have some wonderful things. We still need candy. We still need trunk-or-treaters. So I'm going to be out there during fellowship coffee, and I'm going to be circulating during unity and community meeting. So thank you so much, and thank you so much for embracing the Peter Pan in me.
Okay, and then we're going to have Aranda come up.
All right, great morning, Unity family. This keeps me on track. And also all of the extended family that's online as well. This year is gearing up very quickly for Christmas, and I'm the Christmas Mother Coordinator this year, and we have 4 families that we're sponsoring this year. So we have two seniors, and they're 72 and 83, and we also have 2 families, both three children. So the siblings are 7, 9, and 15, and then we have a set of twins that are 6 and 12. All contributions are greatly appreciated, and if you have any questions, see me after service. Thank you very much. Have a blessed weekend.
All right, anybody else? Anybody got anything? Just checking. Okay, don't forget our Giza Healing Sanctuary is reopening this coming Friday, October 27th. Come enjoy a time of meditation, unconditional love, and a short healing session with energy healers from our community. We start at 7:30 p.m. And I can speak to the Giza experience because I used to go all the time. And it's just a lovely, lovely evening where you get to get on the table and be loved and pampered. And for the first time, I'm going to be part of the healers at the Giza Healing Sanctuary, so I'm looking forward to that. So come join us. The very next day, a special memorial service will take place with Serenity First Hospice. The RSVP date has passed, so if you'd like to attend, please call Serenity First to see if space is available. Their number is 804-562-5777. The service starts at 2 p.m. on October 28th. So we have lots of great opportunities. Check out the back of your bulletins and keep your eyes on e-news, our website, and follow us on Facebook. And now we are going to do the daily word, and today's daily word is grace. I walk in grace and peace today. I give thanks for the activity of God in my life that appears as grace. This divine gift manifests as the beauty of the world and the people in it, and as the comforting presence of God within and around me each day. I do not have to do anything to earn grace, because it does not result from my attitude or actions. It flows from the infinite love of God within every person and surrounding every circumstance. It is the indwelling presence that sustains me in challenging times and lifts me in good times. I accept grace with gratitude when I have stumbled along life's path and received unexpected blessings. This boundless love fills my heart with bliss and peace. I live in the presence of infinite love, believing each unfolding event in my life is leading me to my highest good. My grace is sufficient for you. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So our affirmation is, I walk in grace and peace today. Say that with me 2 more times. I walk in grace and peace today. I walk in grace and peace today. And so it is.
You could spend your whole life building something from nothing. One storm could come and blow it all away. Build it anyway. You could chase a dream that seems so out of reach, and you know it might not ever come your way. Dream it anyway. God is great, but sometimes life ain't good. And when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway. This world's gone crazy, and it's hard to believe that tomorrow would be a better day. Believe it anyway. You can love someone with all your heart for all the right reasons. In a moment, they can choose to walk away. Love them anyway. God is great, but sometimes life ain't good. When I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should. But I do it anyway. I do it anyway. You can pour your soul out singing song you believe in, that tomorrow they'll forget you ever sang. Sing it anyway. I'm gonna sing it anyway. I'll sing, I'll dream, and I love the best I can. I'm gonna do it anyway. I do it anyway. Anyway.
We are so blessed with our music team. So, fall is here. We've got people wearing oranges and browns and yellows. And it seems like fall is the perfect time to reflect on change. Even nature is getting in on the action. Mums are blooming, leaves are changing colors, and some have started to fall. So the truth is, we live in a world of change. It happens even while we're not paying attention. Like our hair or our nails growing, it can be very subtle, or it can be very dramatic, like when a new baby joins a family. Woo, boy, does that cause the whole house to get on a different schedule. Or when we have someone in hospice and lots of emotions arise, and often we have this feeling of powerlessness to do anything to help our loved one without realizing that our presence is the gift. The change is always going on. So our book continues to reflect about what we tell ourselves, how we create stories, our beliefs, and as you move toward the second half of it, it's really how to question and listen. He uses the word doubt, they use the word doubt, and so create transformation. So as we put these ideas into use in our lives, we get to be the change. And the one, I usually like to use words of Jesus from the Bible, but I'm breaking my pattern today, and I'm reading Romans 12:2. Jesus didn't say these words, he lived these words. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's what we're talking about over and over again in this book. Our book, so I thought I would start with a demonstration, so you get a science experiment at no extra cost today. So I've got vinegar in the bottom and baking soda in my balloon, and we're going to have some action here. There we go. Whoa! So, I don't know if you can see from where you're sitting, but there's a lot of fizzing going on. So that's the two elements interreacting down there, and then they're creating a new element. They're creating gas that shows up in the balloon. So why would I do that? Well, yes. Emily Cady explains what happens in her book when we talk about replacing old thoughts with new thoughts. There's been a clash between the old conditions, which may be based in falsehood and fear, and the new thought of truth entering you. The old is kicking vigorously against the truth. And sometimes this inner conflict rises from the ideas that we hold concretely in our beliefs. And our ego gets really firmly attached to these ideas. So unity, I haven't read much about this being used, but the old term is chemicalization. It happens within us. It's the same reaction as our experiment. There is two elements like soda and something acidic. There's agitation that takes place until one neutralizes the other and something better comes forth as a result. So this is what I invite you to consider. When you decide there is an old belief that you can release, it's like dropping the baking soda, your old thought, into the vinegar of a new thought. And something will change, and something will be created, and sometimes it's even more exciting than fizz and bubbles, right? I mean, chemicalization can really happen in our bodies. When I was at Unity Village, when I was just starting getting all my SEE classes, there was a young guy there who had been raised in really fundamentalism, and so he's starting to, he had to stop coming to class because he had such bad diarrhea. You know, I mean, our bodies get in on this action of just the simple thing of things happening in our mind. So let's see, I have a PowerPoint slide. Maybe. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, that's my title, then it's the next one. There we go, transformation. So our authors say, you learn by making agreements, you unlearn by breaking agreements that do not serve you. So unlearning what you have learned. Well, let's think of some examples. Well, our whole culture had to go through unlearning the earth is flat. We are continuing to go through the unlearning of we are separate. And I don't know how many years ago this happened because I wasn't interested in this, but women can work in the military. And I think it's still an ever-present thought that men should not cry, right? These are all thoughts somebody spreads around. They kind of become enculturated. Our authors call it domestication. So he's saying, face what you believe with the power of doubt. And I like to say, it's never bad to be curious. You know, we ask ourselves questions. Is this serving me? Is that even true? Where did I learn that? Questions like that. Break an old agreement with the power of doubt. Continue asking, is this true? And when the things in the external form of our life are not looking or feeling a way we think is empowering, you can bet you're dealing with a disempowering belief. So enter into the power of doubt and asking questions about what is underneath all of this. And then make agreements that lead to happiness, joy, and love. And next slide. Okay, what biblical story do you think that is? So they reflect on the story in the book that is thousands of years old, the myth of the serpent asking Eve, do you want to be like God? And the serpent is saying, eat from the one tree that the story goes that we're not supposed to eat from, the tree of knowledge. Well, what we could call that is the space of limited thought, not the space of truth. And so Eve, meaning in the story, really each one of us, says, yes, I do want to be like God. I do want power, creativity, imagination, the ability to speak things into existence. But here's the thing. We could say, wait a minute, I am God. I am the expression of the divine. Take your lies and get out of here. But our ego is going, yes, give me all of that. I want it all. Instead of saying, I can serve you best by allowing your divine self to take the lead. And then he reflects momentarily on another story with Jesus the Christ, walking with his disciples in Luke 9, and Jesus says to another man, follow me. And the man replies, Lord, first let me go and bury my father. And Jesus says to him, let the dead bury their own dead, but you go and proclaim the kingdom of God. So Ruiz comments, you are dead when you are not awake, when you are not aware of who you are. You are truth. You are life. You are love. But we walk around with these distorted images of who we are that we have taken from lots of other sources. aside from saying live the agreements in this book, there's not a whole lot of practical advice about how to put this into effect, though he does talk about going into the silence, which is key. So I want to share some couple sentences from Reverend Jim Blake, who's the present CEO at Unity World Headquarters. He wrote this on social media this week, and I thought this was beautiful. In the midst of any chaotic circumstances, we can choose to calm the mind, body, and spirit. We can choose to lean away from the chaos of the chattering mind and touch that deep stillness within us. We can begin by taking a slow, deep breath and reaching inward toward the stillness that lives within each of us at the back of all creation. Once we have made contact with the peace within us, we will be better able to see a path forward, and the circumstances before us will transform. So that's essentially what living in these agreements looks like, a way to have the circumstances of our lives transforming as we move into asking questions about, is this true? What is underneath these behaviors, these actions, these thoughts that I am having? So Nancy Mitchell has offered to do a very brief enactment of what this might look like for each one of us. So thank you, Nancy. You're going to need to hold the mic or it's not going to be on live stream. No, you got to have it close to your mouth. Oh, let's do that.
Oh, I can do that, okay.
Let's just put this down near your mouth, and then you don't have to hold it.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, all right. What do you mean you don't want to see me? What do you mean you don't care? You're breaking my heart. Oh, my daughter doesn't want to see me. And it's killing me. Oh, I must find peace. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, let me go to that wise place within myself, to that place within where I can find peace. Oh, the breathing feels better. I'll close my eyes. Let me look up. Oh, there's this lovely white light. Oh, I feel it. It's coming all around me. It feels so good. Oh, what's that? What's that? I should see my daughter and I smiling. I see them smiling, see she and I smiling together, holding each other, hugging. Oh, I do see that. Oh, it's beautiful. But is it true? It's just something in my mind. It's not true. What's that? Oh, the beautiful light is filling my whole heart. And have faith? Oh, I see. I see. Have faith that what I see in my mind's eye is true. Oh, I think that's the truth. And so it is. just saw, witnessed, was someone who was having a woman having a very difficult time with one of her children. And maybe many of you have been hurt, felt rejected. Maybe you've been felt unloved, nobody understood you. Well, I truly believe with the power of love, that wonderful presence within yourself, that you can find peace. And I send that to you today. The power of love can heal you. And I send that love to each and every one of you. The power of love.
Thank you, Nancy. So that's a moment of stopping, being riled up, stopping, moving into the silence, breaking the pattern of what's going on, and allowing ourselves to have a different perspective. That's what these agreements are all about, allowing ourselves to have a different perspective. So this is the way it works. The self-compassion we invite within is the compassion we project in the world. The oneness we envision within is the unity we reflect in the world. The loving kindness we feel within is the loving kindness we carry in the world. The love we nurture within is the love we reflect in our world. So may we be tender and compassionate with our hearts so we might shine our love into the world. That was an enactment of being tender and kind with oneself and going back into the divine. Your love matters. Our authors would say, in the midst of chaos, we have fallen into old agreements that do not serve us. So we get to be curious and then to listen. And what do we listen to? Not to the voices, those never-ending voices that always have the negative stuff to say. We're listening to the voice of love that is always present within us. So next slide. Well, I'll tell you what it says. Faith in your divine. Real faith is to trust the divine unconditionally because you know what you really are. And what you really are is the truth. The Ruizes are saying this over and over again. Not our stories, not our opinions, not the opinions of others. Who we are is the truth in expression. So finally, we return to love. Always, always, always. So this book is about being transformed at depth. Being transformed in the innermost places within us that then shows up in our outer life. So all of us have things going on. We have issues. We have stories. We have things we haven't forgiven. We have people that drive us up the wall. All of us have these things. And some days we feel like, I don't have the power to deal with that. I don't have the strength to deal with that. I don't even know what to do, right? So this book is saying, just keep remembering. Don't be conformed by the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So I'm going to invite you to turn to a person next to you, and if there's 3 of you, that's fine, but I want each of you to take a turn saying to the next person, I see you transformed. Let's all say it together. I see you transformed. Okay, and then let's say it to each other. I see you transformed. All right, so we're taking all of this love, we're gathering it up, and we're going home with it and letting it empower us. And so it is. Thank you. So I got two quick announcements. I forgot to do this. So these little doodads are available, the Scan Me things are available out in the hallway. I think they're in the baskets that get passed around. Kim laminated these. If you want one of these, take it out and put it in your wallet so you can always have it with you. You can take it out of the offering thing and scan it and then put it back in, whatever you want to do. But it's free for you to take and have if you like. And then the second announcement is, thank you. This, if you want to make an offering to the church, you scan this and it takes it directly to the Give Now website magic button. And then the second thing I want to say is, so we're having a party next week with Boo and Stu, so you're invited to come in your costume to church. So 2 years ago when I showed up, I had put that invitation in the e-news. I was the only one in the giraffe outfit. And then some people had the nerve to ask me what I was because I didn't have long legs and a long neck. So join me next Sunday, come dressed up, let's have fun, and then we'll go outside and play and eat and do all that together. And back to music. Oh, wait, no, we got to do offering. No, what are we doing?
Meditation.
Meditation. Sorry. I get excited and get confused.
So we're going to share a song called Breathe. I breathe in and know I breathe out and let go. In my heart, that's the right place to start. I breathe. I breathe. I breathe in. I breathe out and see what is true, right and real. I'm alive, I am healed. I breathe. Just breathe. Here in this moment, I find the flow. Here in this moment, I let go. Each blade of grass has an angel leaning over, whispering, grow, grow, grow. place to start. I breathe. I breathe. I breathe.
Let's continue to allow that peace that this song evokes to fill our hearts as we take a deep breath, relax our shoulders. We breathe in the peace of Christ. And as we rest in this space of our true identity, we breathe in the power of love that is breathing us. And we listen again to this sentence from Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. That's what we do every time we go into the silence. We invite ourselves to remember the truth of who we are. And as we celebrate transformation today, I'm going to invite each one of us to put everything on the table. And in doing that, we're saying nothing has permission to keep us from experiencing the fullness of love. We're going to put on the table whatever story, whatever drama, whatever wound, whatever unforgiveness, whatever issue, whatever it is that is holding us back from experiencing this amazing fullness and power and presence of this one that is the truth of who we are. And I invite you to say this affirmation within, and then we're going to go into the silence. I hold nothing back, so I may be set free. And we place ourselves in love's energy with this simple request: heal me at depth. Reveal what needs to be revealed. We each want to walk in that amazing power of unconditional love, where we know who we are, where we know that love is the one power that gives us everything we need. And we say simply, thank you, Spirit. And so it is. So as our ushers come forward, I'm going to invite you, if you have a physical offering, to hold it in your hand and bless it as we say our blessing. And if not, just hold what you have to offer, the power of your love, the power of your presence, the power of your time and your gifts. Hold that in your consciousness. As we say, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving.
Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause your tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Now don't be afraid to cry. You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold. You gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know is that love will save the day. Herald what your mother said. Read the books your father read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you. Others take a different view. My, oh my, hey, hey, hey. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta stay calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is that love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pain. The world keeps on turning, can't stop it if you want to. This time there's danger staring you in the face. Oh, oh, oh. Listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Now go ahead, release your fears. My, oh my, sing along with me people now. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you gotta be stronger. You gotta stay cool, you gotta stay calm, you gotta stay together. All I know is that love will save the day. Hey, hey. Got to be bold, got to be bad, got to be wise, not ever sad. Got to be hard, but not too hard. All I know is that love will save the day. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. All I know is that love will save the day.
And now let us bless these gifts We are so very grateful for these gifts. We remember that the gift and the giver are one, and we send these gifts forward to expand the love and joy consciousness within this community, in Richmond, and around the world. So let us affirm together 3 times, I am grateful. Please join me. I am grateful, I am grateful, I am grateful. And so it is. I'd like to invite our chaplains to stand. This is one of the huge blessings of this community, as we have people who are ready to hook up with you at the end of the service and hold what is on your heart and on your mind up for the highest and best in your life and in your consciousness. And so we want to give some thanks. So we had people greeting at the door. We have Marcy and Safari on duty. We had 2 Susans in the kitchen working. And we had our greeters and gushers, our fabulous music team, our people in the back, Tom and Dan, and Nancy today, and Lisa doing our platform. So let us give our blessing to all of them. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. Do we have young ones out there?
Hi, Unity. Eric, come back this way. Come over here, come over here. All right. So we had a small class today. We had a lot of fun. We talked about how important prayer is, and how that even though we can't see or hear God, that we know that He does hear our prayers. And we have a little song as well. You guys want to help me out? Come on. Ready? I talk to God today, God today, God today. I talk to God today, every time I pray. That's all we have. And the Boo and Stew is next Sunday. We'll be having pinatas.
Let's give our blessings to our teachers and our young ones. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ you are, and we see you doing amazing things. Go ahead.
I wanted to say thank you to Wayne for hanging out with us and helping out as well.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's stand up for our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.